The Sabbath Service, Chapter 3. From institutions characteristic of those weekday services, let us proceed to marking the Sabbath. The Jewish Sabbath and holy days do not begin with midnight, but with the sundown of the day preceding, and the end is with the following sundown. The custom is based on the oft-recurring phrase in the biblical creation story, "It was evening and it was morning." The evening always preceded the morning in the mention of the day. In many synagogues, the Sabbath is not welcomed in any other way than by special hymns and songs. However, into a great number of synagogues, a ceremony called the Kiddush, a feature of the Sabbath sanctification in the Jewish home, has found its way. The Kiddush consists of the lifting up of a cup of wine by the precentor at the close of the evening devotion. In doing this, the precentor praises God, the creator of the universe, who is reported to have rested on the seventh day. For the creation of the fruit of the vine and the institution of the Sabbath, the Kiddush runs as follows. And it was evening, and it was morning, the sixth day. And the heavens and the earth were finished, all their host. And on the seventh day God had finished his work which he had made. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and hallowed it, because he rested thereon from all his work which God had created and made. Praised art thou, Lord, our God, King of the universe, who creates the fruit of the vine. Praised art thou, O Lord, our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us by his commandments, and has taken pleasure in us, and in love and favor has given us his holy Sabbath as an inheritance, a memorial of the creation, that day being also the first of the holy convocations, in remembrance of the departure from Egypt. For thou hast chosen us, and sanctified us above all nations, and in love and in favor has given us thy holy Sabbath as an inheritance. Praised art thou, O Lord, who hallows the Sabbath. Having concluded his benedictions, the presenter does not drink from the cup, but places the cup upon the reading desk to be handled around among the boys attending the services. Now, some monotheistic and particularly monotheist traditions, you don't have this idea of a God that rests. God stops doing one thing and another, but God doesn't rest afterwards. An idea of a continuing creation or an evolution or something is sometimes part of these myths, like you find in the Quran. But yeah, I think I created a stir when I was a kid with the whole, if this is God's house, where does God sleep? That's something that's remembered in me from when I was little. The sanctification of the day with wine takes place on the eve of all sacred days except on fast days, in congregation where the sanctification, Kiddush, has become a fixed institution, although according to the Talmud in Pesachim 101a, the Kiddush belonged to the evening meal in the home. Ein Kiddush ala bakum sauda. Sauda? I'm trying to say those 5 letters. But the institution found its way into the public devotion of the synagogue. According to the teachers of the 3rd century, the synagogue was the lodging place for strangers. For this purpose, separate apartments were fitted up in order to sanctify the day with the proper joy, for it is the wine which rejoiceth the heart of man. The Kiddush was instituted at the close of the evening service, more especially since wine was no doubt not served at the free meals with which the strangers were furnished. Although the house of worship is no longer devoted to giving strangers lodging, the Kiddush nevertheless has been retained in many synagogues. As the Sabbath is welcomed with a special institution in the synagogue, so it is concluded after sunset on Saturday, upon the appearance of 3 stars in the horizon. This concluding institution bears the name of Havdalah, separation, distinction. The Havdalah has been preserved in all synagogues, the members of which believe in strict adherence to the Sabbath law as laid down by the rabbis. And before that, there's indication that they just prayed a sunset prayer rather than waiting for stars to be seen. It is to signal the worshiper that he may again attain to work as indicated in the rabbinical maxim, Asur lu ladam shi'asha chaptsiu gudam shi badil. Man is forbidden to attend to his needs until he has conformed to the Havdalah, Sabbath 150a. Originally, the Havdalah consisted of the interpolation of a special benediction in the body of the evening service, but its later present form was added. The Havdalah conducted as follows. Wine is poured into a goblet until it overflows into the saucer beneath. The goblet is then lifted up to the presenter with his right hand, and we see boxes for the Havdalah and the candlestick for the Havdalah there. And